lagyan mong 10 seconds yung electric fan, may listahan ko. Is for damage to the sensor.
Wait. Yan ano yung mic ko por.
Sige. Tsaka gulo dari pa.
Gulat aircon at saka yung luwal eh. Natutok ko yata sa inyo.
Prepare for battle.
Unto battle! Avowedly!
Oh, dahil na. Snabber yun.
Yes!
Hindi na naman pakyapusan iyapor.
I am committed.
30 seconds to battle.
Away hence!
Ay, shit. Das ko niya siguro yun. Hindi ako na talaga yun.
Concentration!
Tamulas na din,
So begins
Anak
a
puta.
new age of knowledge.
Magtaka ko pa mo. Bakit
As
wala
needs
niya
be.
ako? Kanya ka ba?
'Tis tedious.
Nadwa lang magindi.
Forthwith.
Ano akong Jeff?
Orbs light my path.
Pero ka pa.
Knowledge is power. Denied. I'll keep it in mind. Thus and so, drawn from deep within. Fine. Claws of Tornaros. Well away.
Anak puta. Nakbong yung clarity ko.
I'm well aware of it.
Well, nangyahayok mo ha.
With true arcanery thrives. Over yon,
Block na yan naman yun. Easy ha.
such
pa yung auger yan.
tedium. I proceed. Thither wax quas
Buta
wax.
sa kotse ka na.
Mindfully.
Frostbite na yun. Nice.
Profitable engagement. So it is said. Short-sighted of you.
Ay,
Of
ito, kinuha, no?
course. Well away.
Wait lang po ah.
I'm well aware of it. Forthwith. With speed. A rich tradition. Of course. Mindful.
Order yata yun.
Insipid. Arcana known only to me. Unto battle.
Radiant
Easy man,
structures are fortified.
Ill luck upon you. 'Tis non-cupatory.
Wala ko yan man, ha?
First
Thus
blood.
and so.
Ganun. Mapupul na rin kay itang mage creeps. Biasing weaver.
Fight me.
Saan ba niya?
I proceed. Endolium's augury abounds.
This changes nothing.
Fine. You'd have done better to clothe yourself in knowledge. For all the good.
Panarasan meaning guy por. Sand King.
This'll come in handy.
Avowedly.
Kaya na ako ninyo. Magusto ng storm niya ba?
Concentration.
Hallelujah.
A spell I well remember.
Third skill yan, eh.
Over yon. Ow! Words of power. Nigh unto death.
Kaya niya.
I am committed. Athwart my path.
Baro na.
Yes. Away hence,
Silence!
my foes.
Matay ka kan.
Keep it in mind. I'm under attack.
Nasa labanan mo.
Hindi may teta nga dua.
So it is. Spheric enlightenment stands ready.
Kuha po kayo ng ganda.
This bores
Hindi
me.
po mag-stack yung intelligence.
As
Nakabalo na
this
yan,
spell
Jong,
were
ha?
an incantation long remembered. Hearken unto me. Or plucked from the arcanery. Haste.
Ah,
Thither I go.
lakas under.
Wala ako.
'Tis tedious.
Your top tower is
Mapunta
under
yan pa.
attack.
Such tedium.
Your bottom
Kenny ata
tower is
warded
under
eh.
attack.
Sorry.
The learned one strikes.
Huli ako, pwede lang. Sulagyan, no?
This bores me. Tis tedious.
Gather round.
With
Silence!
speed. Tornado.
Grievous
Cold
misunderstanding.
snap.
Burns, doesn't it?
Concentration.
Nice one. 0-3.
Of course. My mind is my arcanery. One of my favorites. Who threatens my concentration?
Hindi makalunos yung pack.
Forthwith. Wex
Good
Cyclonus.
po.
An honor to fight me. Thus and so.
Dito may stock dito.
Such tedium. Invisible. A charming hex. Over your past extractive mana pulse. Oh,
Yes, ready?
yes.
Ano ba?
Claws of Tornaros. I am witness true sorcery.
Labasin niyo ko.
Away, heavens.
Your top tower is under attack.
Why, thank you. Thither I go. I proceed. That should help. I'm well aware of it.
Kinakang triangle kanyan man.
Tama ka niyan.
Fight me.
Diyan na lang ako.
Unto battle. Orbs light my path. Fine. Avowedly. So it is said.
Behold!
I'll keep it in mind. Mindfully. Well away. As needs be.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I proceed.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Forthwith. Rex Magnalectros. True arcana.
Your
boss
bottom
Rex
tower
boss.
is under attack.
This bores me.
Pero mamatay na.
I am
Your
committed.
bottom tower is under attack.
This one walks towards the
An
dark.
incantation, Lord. Wex Quas Wex.
This one walks
Pack
towards the dark.
No match for my Arcbulifants Oriel. My magic.
Next.
Die with me.
May das ako ah.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Torn, meat torn from blood and bone. The merchant
Your
of
middle
death
tower is under attack.
wanders the lands of doom.
Thither I go.
Your middle
Kailan ko
tower is
nakuha
under
may
attack.
omen ng J?
Wala akong bukong dami.
Enlightenment stands
Kinuha ko
ready.
pa yung Sandstorm. Napunta ko sa inyo yung Omni.
Avowedly.
Kaya pala, nagtago ka.
I'll
Kakabuhay
not
ko
be
lang po.
interrupted.
Di ba na space dun sa lancer?
Such tedium. Sad EMP. Yes. The harsh white waste. Ow! Words
Stay
of
near.
power.
Silence!
Spherical
Your
sorcery.
bottom tower is under attack.
of behold.
Merito
Your
operate.
bottom tower is under attack.
Speed. Tis tedious. My foes aloft. Ha! Quas trionis. From chimeras extracted pulse. Oh,
Your bottom tower is under
Wala
attack.
kumano.
is my arcane.
From the first.
Silence mere one of
Baka
my
Your
makauto
bottom
kasi dyan.
tower has fallen. Your top tower is under
Concentration.
attack.
Patay din ako.
So it is said. I'm under Sadron's augur, a charming hex. Tornado.
Silence.
Yo, titinik.
Will you not rise in my presence?
Normal yun eh.
My
One,
heart.
Patay na ako rin.
two,
I'll never hear the end of this.
Ang damay pa.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Anong ogre?
fortified.
Swerte na multicast.
Your middle tower is under attack.
A line without beginning. A line without end.
Shit.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Patak na yata.
Orbs light my path.
Here I am.
Well away, tornado. Witness true sorcery. Attack. A zeal of Wexort. Knowledge is power. Mindfully.
Your top tower is under attack.
Away hence.
Your top tower is under attack.
Athwart my path. Outside my mind.
Your top tower has been denied.
See you in the spring. Silence.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Plucked from the arcanery. Quas trionis. A spell I well remember. I'll keep it in mind.
Nag-turn around pa ako.
Tradition. Who threat spherical sorcery?
take no joy in seeing this.
Matay-dana pa niya ako.
Well, Geist of lethargy. Thus and so, Wex drawn from deep within.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Ray.
This is the work of the man. A story written in
Under attack.
blood.
Incantation long. I've got my ear.
I'll thread the needle through your eyes.
Your
May
middle
you
tower
ride
is
on
under
nether
attack.
zephyrs. Behold!
Your middle tower has fallen.
Oh,
I return. 'Tis tedious. Arcana plucked from the arcanery. I'll keep it in mind. Hearken unto me. Thither I go. Wax quas. A spell I well remember. Profitable engagement. True arcanery thrives. Wax exhort. Forthwith. Enlightenment stands ready. A charming hex. Well, witness true sorcery. One of my favorites.
Rift is sundered.
Your lips I see. Unto battle.
Silence!
One
My tongue sight the sand. Put me out of your mind.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
This bores
Your
me.
middle tower is under attack.
Forge spirit. And in words of power.
Your bottom tower is
nigh
under
unto
attack.
death.
And again!
I'll not be interrupted.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Such tedium. Alack, enlightenment stands ready. Concentration. Fine. True arcanery thrives.
Silence!
Avowed Wex
This one
Cyclops.
walks towards the dark.
I am committed. I am under attack. Met one of Mirol's Hindergast.
Torn, blood torn from blood and bone.
Guarded G.
Bury
This
me
one
with my
walks
twins.
toil and trouble takes the lives of two.
Greetings!
Of course. Behold, experience constant. Plucked from the arcane. First.
No, me!
Two have been killed.
Your top tower is under attack.
Such abnegation.
Your top tower is under attack.
Light my path.
Your top tower has fallen.
Zeal of Wexort. You dare fight me? An ally from Nort. Attack. Wex exhort. With speed. Witness arcana known only to me. Experience true swiftness. Mindfully.
Wala pong bato ngayon
Thus and so. As needs be. Yes. A charming hex. Grief elementals. So it is said. Alacrity from the great mystery. An honor to fight me.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yan, no? Chapter multi-gas.
Sorcery. Away hence.
Your bottom tower is under
Ravagers
attack.
of armor and will. Of experience true swiftness.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, give it not a second thought. Over yon, behold.
Thanks.
I'm well aware of an incantation long remembered. One of my favorites. Zeal of Wexort. This bores me.
The Merchant of Death.
Arben.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Enlightenment stands ready. Witness immortality. Wix Trionis. Orbs light my path. A squas wex forget me not.
A late summer nightmare.
Saan niya pinigis ah?
No!
Okay, frostbite. Ito yan na
A
dyan.
story written in blood.
Looks like it's just you and me. Juggernaut!
This one walks towards
Hindi ko maklik yung word.
Kahit ko ko.
Naka-degeneration.
Worry?
Your mind flows to me.
Yes,
Tonight. I shall be mindful. Make my mind grows stronger with every kill.
Wala na yata. Kabila sa
A
dyan.
charming spherical sorcery. True arcanery thrives. Yes. Arcane from the Wex exhort. Forthwith. Culween's most cunning fabrications. Were exhort, Wex exhort. Augury abounds. Were one of my favorites. Alacrity. Plucked from the arcanery. Avowedly.
Ano yung multi?
So it is said. An incantation long remembered. Exhort, quas exhort. Witness true sorcery. Zeal, behold a rich tradition. Thither I go. Quas frigoris. With speed. 'Tis tedious. A chop drawn from deep within. Experience true swiftness. The learned one strikes. Did I miscast? Such tedium. My foe, spherical sorcery. Culween's most cunning fabrications. A spell, alacrity. From the great mystery.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Mindfully. True arcanery thrives. Away head arcana, known only to me. Over yon.
May I cut in?
Were mirrors hindergast. Behold drawn from deep within.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Proceed. Extract him.
One.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Presumably a pity.
The woods will always want the dead.
Your life is forfeit.
Eh, puta. Nag-TP.
Your middle tower
Mobile
is
ka,
under
man.
attack.
Ano ako mag-vibe?
Ay, tompo.
Ako? Chicks ko. Yan sa mga TikTokers.
All knowledge is parallel. A true arcanery. Exhort arc. Voidal pyroclasm. Wex exhort.
Bita ko na.
I am one of my favorites.
Bita ko.
A charming hex. Well away.
Sabi ko na eh.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Of course. Sphere, a rich tradition. Experience true swiftness.
Where?
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Unto battle. As need, enlightenment stands ready. Ravagers of armor and wit. Zeal, a spell I will. Behold my mind. Ghost walk. Thus and so.
Keywords ah. Ano ka na para? Sa akin na. Clarity.
With speed. Unto battle. An incant forge spirit. Plucked Wex exhort. From the great mystery. Witness true sorcery. This bores me. Forthwith.
Wala ah.
Away head tornado. Augury abounds. Word.
Silence! Stay near.
Avow I sleep from sight.
Ёо, чи гүлгийн юунаас гарчтай
Your middle tower is under attack.
Wanders our world. This one walks towards the dark.
Can.
Mid na.
Take no joy in seeing this.
Ala. Hindi nawawala.
Nakaano na siguro.
Silence! Here I am!
Behold.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Juggernaut!
You're... without...
Orbs light.
гүйлэгч нь
From alacrity. Such tedium. I proceed.
Ba, ang dami niyang niregen.
Arcane, known only to
Nakukuha mo ba?
Wexhort. A spell I well
Ito na lang po.
remember. I am committed. Well
Wala akong
away.
meta eh.
Baka na po siguro.
Over yon, Wex exhort.
Dire's structures are fortified.
True
Fight me,
arcana
cowards.
thrives. Spherical
The
sorcery.
enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Geist of lethargy. Hither I go.
Parang unlimited lang ba yung sakit nito?
Gold for an alacrity.
Yan na.
An ally from naught. A rich tradition.
This is the work of the mad moon.
As needs be. E.M. Sadron's blood drawn from deep
Your middle tower is under attack.
under attack. In like sonic boom.
Torn from
Dumikit ka sa
ligaments.
sense.
Meat
Your
hangs
middle
from
tower is
bone.
under attack.
What ghost walk? 'Tis tedious. Here again. Grief.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Is a power. Quas frigoris. Of my foes aloft. True arcana. Thus and arcana.
Your top tower is under attack.
Hindi pa rin po.
Galarot. Behold.
Ay, nabali na ako.
Drops towards the dark.
Hindergast.
Kunat ng jag.
Your top
Yung
tower
helping
is
ginawa
under
niya.
attack.
Mindfully.
Ay, linob yan. Walang buyback yan.
Your top tower is under attack.
Wex exhort.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well aware of it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Of course.
Silence!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Exhort.
Buyback Sand King.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. Your top barracks are under attack.
Knowing me, no draw. Argue for
Your top barracks has fallen.
a spherical seal of enlightenment stands ready. I'll keep it in mind. Well away. As needs be. Pluck alacrity. One of my favorites. 'Tis tedious.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Brutality.
Your middle tower has been denied.
Word from the great mystery. With speed. This bores me. Exhort a chop. My mind is my arcanery. Experience true swiftness. Witness true sorcery. Unto battle. I am committed. Spherical sorcery. Zeal, a spell I well remember. Hearken unto me. Behold! Orbs light my path. Archimeres extract impulse. Bitter ramp. A celestial inferno. Are they not dead? Concentration.
Your soul lies plundered.
Plucked from the arcanery.
Silence!
Expect true arcanery.
This one walks towards the dark.
I'll keep it in mind.
Back ka nga eh.
A charming, an incantation long remembered. Gaster augury abounds from the great mystery.
Stay near!
In light I slip from sight. Such words of power. My mind is my art, a rich tradition.
Changing dito yata.
Claws it was not.
This one walks. Toil and trouble takes the lives of those who will always another
Wala nagsanda.
My journey is far from over.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
torn, meat torn from blood and bone.
You only live ice.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Juggernaut!
Cold as death.
Diana?
Your fate is mine.
One, now two.
Wala na mga bash ko.
Your bottom tower has fallen. Has fallen.
May itong papor. Mapagal ka na eh.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Lalo?
Bakit ito na ako? Umete na ako, mama.
A passing death and nothing more.
Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle barracks has fallen. The enemy now has mega creeps.
Drawn from one of my favorites. I proceed. West Geist of Lethargy.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Plucked from the arcanery. Culween's most cunning fabric. Augury abounds. Experience true. A spell I well remember. Oh! I'm well aware. Behold! Enlightenment.
The merchant of death. The merchant of death. Wonders
Jump.
Your middle tower is under
take no
attack.
joy. Toil and trouble takes the lives of two.
Fragile you are.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
My faith extracted.
Your ancient is under attack.
Avowedly.
Take no joy in seeing this.
Perishes.
The slivers of the moon
Your
have
ancient
been
is
too
under
soft.
attack.
Is this my fate?
Silence.
Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining. Ten seconds. Your turn to pick.
There is no team in Axe.
Here I am.
Prepare for battle.
Cut and run! Axe charges!
"30 seconds to battle.
To the enemy!
Very well.
To battle! Rest is for the dead. Forward!
The battle begins.
Axe goes. Let the carnage begin. Into war's teeth. Enemies need killing. Axe runs. Good day to fight. Axe charges. Denied. Into war's teeth. Taste my blade. Forward. Axe takes all. Axe attacks. Good day to fight.
One has
Here
died.
comes the axe.
There are more to come.
Last of my kind, but first in this. To battle! Fight if you can! Rest is for the dead. Wet my blade. Here a hero dies.
Dire's courier has been killed.
My blade is swifter. Enemies need killing.
My venom sack.
To the enemy!
Just a few clinks.
I was the last of my kind. Ha 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 ha! Axe rises in rank. Cut and run! Axe goes. Axe runs. Axe goes. Rest is for the dead.
My aim.
To the enemy! Attack! Prove yourself! Enemies need killing! A soldier's death! See what you've done?
opposite attitude.
Cut and run! Forward!
My time runs out.
Axe trades in death! Axe takes your coin! Axe charges! Good day to fight!
Denied.
Into war's teeth! Axe hacks! Ugh! Show your worth! A slice of the denied! Axe runs! To battle! Come to axe! Fight if you can!
This one walks
I am
towards
Ram.
the dark.
You should be honored.
See.
You didn't need that.
Enemies need killing! Axe
Denied.
brings the axe! To battle! Show your worth!
I only wanted to
That
kill
Forward!
was unexpected.
everyone.
A strange, a prize.
Get some! No,
Your
Axe
middle
brings
tower is
feel
under
the
attack.
axe of axe! Axe runs!
Your middle tower is under attack.
Axe goes! Rest is for the dead. Attack! Into war's teeth. Axe attack! Prove yourself! Come and get it! Good day to fight.
Illusion.
I'm open.
Cut and run! Axe charges!
Silence.
Axe trades in death! To the enemy! Forward!
It's
To
like
the
that.
enemy!
Just go
Prove
right back
yourself!
still.
What? Here comes the axe!
My true face.
Axe kills you! Good day to fight!
Your middle tower is under attack.
Rest is for the dead. Axe runs! Axe goes!
Denied.
To battle! Enemies need kill. Fight if you can! Into war!
Ember going bottom.
Axe cuts no more!
Never will you see my fate. I had such plans.
Ember.
lesson.
Silence! Gather round!
Behold, my searing jaws. Who snuffed me out?
To ingrat.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Cut and run. Show your.
This one walks towards the dark. Now,
Axe charges. Hue and cry some more. Axe hacks.
Phoenix, can you
Point of
keep it
the
in?
realm. Axe charges. Rest is for the dead. To battle! Forward! Cut and run! Into war's teeth! Vanguard! To the enemy!
Run, secure.
Enemies need killing! Good day to fight! Fight! Ha! Battle Fury! Axe takes all! Axe runs! Axe is not ready. Show your worth. Axe goes. A slice of the action.
Sorry, I'm so far.
To the enemy. Axe is under attack. Axe
A
runs.
prize!
Axe charges. Into war's teeth. Enemies need killing. Cut and run. Forward.
Your bottom
Rest is
tower
for
is
the
under
dead.
attack.
Prove yourself! Juggernaut! Axe goes. To battle! Good day to fight! Good day to fight! Fight if you can!
Aw, mate!
Cut and run to me! Ha! Into war's teeth! Show your worth!
Very careful.
Axe goes. To the enemy! Prove yourself! Axe is from... You get nothing! Good day, sir! Red, show your worth! Get some!
Not going anywhere. Silence!
And lost.
Axe runs!
Take.
I'll let others sing my praises.
Forward! Taste my blade! A slice of the action! Axe charges! To battle! Enemies need killing!
Your middle tower is under attack.
Interesting.
Axe goes. To the enemy!
Full. Coming.
Good day to fight.
Can you run here?
Your place is
Here
here.
to me! Prove yourself!
This one walks towards the dead.
My axe in your bowels! Rest is for the dead.
Radiant's courier
Fight
has been
if you
killed.
can.
Torn, meat torn from blood and bone.
Taste my blade! Enemies need killing! Axe charges!
Radiant structures are fortified.
To battle!
Regeneration.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Cut and run!
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, can fight.
I missed the mark.
Axe runs!
Used to see.
Gather round, silence.
Forward!
Okay, fight.
Prove yourself! Axe goes. Axe charges. Gold for Steve. Come and get it.
Shaved in searing heat.
Forward. To the enemy. Axe gains strength. Cut and run. Rest is for the dead. Good day to fight. Axe brings the axe.
Your top tower is under
Axe
attack.
runs.
Top depth.
To battle.
Your top tower is under attack.
Into war's teeth.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Enemies
Your
need
top tower
killing.
is under attack.
The merchant of death wanders our wood.
Into war's teeth. Ha! Show your worth. Good day to fight.
The pain. The pain!
Spear cushion. To battle.
Take no joy in seeing this.
To the enemy.
The slivers of the moon, a story written in blood.
Your bottom
gold.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Forward.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Cut and run.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom
Axe
tower
runs.
is under attack.
Axe hack. Ooh. Axe charges.
Your bottom tower has been denied.
Rest is for the dead. Enemies
Invisibility.
need killing. Axe runs. To battle. Enemies need killing. Cut and
Temple
run.
top, temple top.
Axe trades in death. Rest is for the dead.
I trust my soul to Mother Wind. Gather round.
Into war's teeth.
Torn from ligaments, meat hangs from the bone.
Come to act. Fight if you can.
The woods will always want
so
the
fast.
dead.
Forward.
Dire's courier has been
Hem.
killed.
Ha.
Axe charges.
We need 5.
To the enemy. Axe goes.
Again, rune.
Good day to fight. Show your worth.
Double
This
harm
one
shall I
walks
deal.
towards
Wet
the
my
dark.
blade. Axe runs.
Let's go bottom.
Enemies
Said,
need
guys.
killing. Ha! Prove yourself.
The merchant
To
of
the
death
enemy.
wanders
Warms
our
his
wood.
blade in your guts. Cut and run.
I had such...
Fight if you can. Good day to fight. I offer myself.
The hearth grows cold.
Not
They're
yet.
near.
Rest is for the dead.
Take no joy in
20
seeing
axe
this.
from the axe of axe. Forward.
Behold!
Axe goes.
Bottom, bottom.
Taste my blade.
A prize.
Here comes the axe. Into war's teeth. Axe charges. Into war's teeth. It is not yet time. Axe runs. To the enemy. Axe brings the axe. A slice of the action. Axe is not ready. Axe charges. Regeneration! Wet my blade.
Silence.
Enemies need killing.
This one walks towards the dark.
Good day to fight. To battle. Show your worth.
Let's just take.
Forward. Rest
Go
is
bottom,
for the
and run
dead.
from the bottom.
Axe goes.
Silence.
Cut and run.
Your middle tower is under attack.
To battle! Axe goes. It is not yet time. Offering accepted. Good day to me! Fight if you can!
Captured in the flame. This is the work of the Mad Moon.
All wrapped up for takeaway.
You and
Catch you
what
later, Dingleberry.
army?
Careful.
Fire season is over. You're holding back, aren't you?
Okay, careful.
다른 팀이
Dive.
지금
Not for
The losers of war left lifeless and torn.
나와고 들어있을 밑에 чинь документын дараа аюу гоё тэнцэглэж юм байна.
Here I am.
From the red mist, Axe returns. Forward. Axe takes all.
야씨 이거 좀 축하고.
Cut and run.
It's fun.
Rest is for the dead. To the enemy. Not yet. Axe trades in
How
death.
you post? Wait.
이것도 요 양무름 팀 런전.
Come stick
Your
together.
middle tower is under attack.
일단 어쩌 이지 뭐
Axe charges. The cruelest cut. Not yet.
be ensnared in fire.
To battle.
Coming, you can fight.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Axe charges.
Toil and trouble takes the lives as foretold by the Mad Moon.
Good day to fight. Rest is for the dead.
Silence.
Attack! Axe runs.
I accept this offering.
Axe attacks.
Go bottom.
To the enemy.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Not by blade alone. Into war's teeth. Cut and run.
A prize.
Axe goes. Axe sharpens.
Come, guys.
얘 그리고 이긴
For
이유스피.
Oscar.
Enemies
armor.
need killing. Rest is for the dead.
Double damage.
A mortar's gift.
They rage on. mindless to the power of the moon.
Prove yourself.
Good to go.
Cut.
Your top tower is under attack.
Coin of the realm.
This flame
Axe
is
rod.
forever.
Axe charges. Axe go.
Behold my searing cane.
Into war's teeth. To the enemy. To battle. Forward. Good day to fight.
Roshan, you can fight Roshan.
To battle. Show your worth.
This one walks to a story written in blood.
뭘 지금은?
Can. Good day to fight. To the enemy.
Roshan has
Enemies
fallen
need
to the dark.
killing. Axe runs. Axe goes. Ha ha ha! Axe hacks! Rest is for the dead.
또 썰어봤나?
Cut and run!
Here I am.
Taste my blade!
The fuck are you doing, bro? I told you bottom.
Into war's teeth!
Silence.
Axe charges!
Guilty.
Into war! Come to axe!
Extinction is
All must
vested.
prove yourself!
Not rise in my presence.
Attack!
Two have been killed.
Genuine.
Axe chops you down to size! Wet my blade!
Silence.
The enemy's bottom tower
Rest is
has
for the
fallen.
dead!
Take tower.
Here comes the axe!
I'm not looking for trouble. It's looking for me.
Radiant structures are
To
fortified.
the enemy!
Dire's structures are fortified.
Come and show your worth! Axe is under
The
attack!
mad moon sings its mad
Mark
song.
öldürsün.
Prove yourself! Axe trades in death.
Stupid nit. Silence. Greetings.
Not yet. Good day to fight.
Just hit.
I'm out.
Axe
The
rod.
enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Forward.
Gather round. Invisible. Puck out.
Axe attacks. Get
This
some
one
fight.
walks. The woods will always wander. The dead takes the lives of two.
To battle.
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Cut and run.
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Enemies need killing.
Dasang, jangan nge-pro mulu loh.
Axe charges.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Axe run! Prove yourself!
In service to the realm.
To the enemy! Rest is for the dead.
Bonded, you and I.
Fight if you can! Axe charges!
Merchant of death.
Axe will cut
Wonders our wood.
See you in the spring.
forward! Show your axe dies!
What a word.
Here I am. Silence.
Careful, careful.
A prize.
Your top tower is under attack.
Silence. Interesting. Served up like a snack.
Being snared in fire.
Back in action!
Ja,
The
zähle.
sun walks towards
Cut and
the
run.
dark.
To battle! Axe goes.
Great silence.
Good day to fight. Enemies need killing.
Silence. Stay near.
I had such plans.
In fight if you can.
My fate.
Axe fells you. To battle.
Did I kill someone you know? Puck out.
Cut and run.
The enemy's middle barracks. The enemy's middle
Axe
barracks has
charges.
fallen.
Out of fury.
Axe, what happened? Axe brings the axe. Into war's teeth.
I usually like my trees to myself, but I'll make
Cut to the chase. Prove yourself.
Now two.
Yes, axe
Will there be
kills you.
three?
Forward. Axe goes.
Cross cow ito.
Axe runs. Good
Radiant
day to
structures are fortified.
fight. Axe hacks.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
Rest is for the
The
dead.
enemy's top barracks has fallen. You now have mega creeps.
To the enemy!
This way.
Show your worth. Enemies need killing. Axe, fight if you can. Axe falls in battle.
Яа чүчүгтэйгүй л.
Rest is for the dead. Axe go.
Face.
Behold!
Your place
Forward.
is here.
Look out!
Roar!
Silence!
So, I in.
I said good day, sir.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Is not ready. Ha! Prove yourself. Good
A
call.
slug pinned to a tree with nothing but arrows?
A slice of the action. Fight if you can.
The enemy's middle tower has
To the
fallen.
enemy.
Always watch where you're walking.
Dire's structures are fortified.
To battle.
Dire victory.
Бич армор асч юм. Таны ганц честер 30.
Oh, magic conch shell. What do we need to do? What's this thing? Some kind of fight?
Үлэм. Элтер. Мм.
Step through the forest like it's not even there. Now that's what I'm gonna show you.
Ooh.
My quiver and bow are ready.
Bleep bloop. I am a robot. Yeah, just kidding.
No grave for you.
Тэр нь юу вэ? Well,
Mike, I've waited for this moment.
Ice is nice.
Пүүнч яа нэг юм. Fuck. Энийг хэлсэн item холио солио гол.
Master of beasts. Spirit breaker. Thanks.
Энэ одоо 5 муу үрсэн ямар цаагүй юм бэ?
What is this? A game of some sort?
Juggernaut stands ready.
Алин холио солио мөлөө. 5 хүрсэн. Тэгээ дөрүүлээ. Oh.
When you play with Lena, you tend to get burned.
Naroon.
The dogs of war feast tonight!
Prepare for poison.
Oh, шаралцаас.
All enemies fall at the whim of my blade.
Ингээд за зөө хүмүүнээ оруулах маар бай.
Enchanted, I'm sure. Ой. Ей.
Nomad.
Triple kill!
Отличный нөгөө стрикер.
When you play with Lena, you tend to get burned.
Нэгэтэд болохгүй энэ хотод Зүрхээ захирч чадахгүй чамайг гэж бодоод Гэж би хүүхэд мэ дүнэж дуурлаж чадахгүй нэ Тин ухаал ямар эсвэл үсмэр Тэр нэлүүл шанэл маркетэ ухмэр Орчлон дээр үлгсэн түүхэн лолон бизээ Ухаанаар зарж уруулаа хазаж бүтээсэн бурхны бүтээл Магадгүй аль хэдийн уужилсан одоо хүртэл Амар миндэ Би эндэ зүгээр амар миндэ 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 Алгаалгынхаа өнрий гарч шингээ үдэндүү сайхан нүднээс чи ямар нүлмэс гардаг юм бэ дотор минь зөвхөн нэг л хүн оршин гэдгээ өөрөөсөө бусдад дамжуулж болохгүйг мэддэг билээ Би эндэ зүгээр амар миндэ
Энэ одоо юу вэ? Баахан мод төрсөн шүү дээ. Яа да. Magic Seed. Яа нэгдэ.
Би эндэ зүгээр амар миндэ Амар миндэ 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 Амар миндэ Амар миндэ Амар миндэ
What?
The Honorable DOTA8998 at your service.
Ой, чуку гаргаад.
What?
Prepare for poison.
Snap.
Enchanted, I'm sure.
Let it burn.
Enchanted, I'm sure.
Who needs legs when you got wings?
Ice is nice.
Үнхий. Хант продукт байл.
I'm coming out.
My faithful join me. Who cannot be
Гурван 3 л 3. Заах болж. Тэгвэл
A blaze of glory.
яалаа би яагаар бол.
What can I do in return?
A blaze of glory.
Så beronig lagoe Ирдодник мэдрэмж төдийчүүл Гиш бадаа хайчин чадахгүй нэ
Victory is great.
Би бүхний зүгээр араа сохыг хүсээгүй Ерөөсөө beronig lagoe Ирдодник мэдрэмж төдийчүүл Гиш бадаа хайчин чадахгүй нэ Би бүхний зүгээр араа сохыг хүсээгүй
Бид дөрөн шаналн наадан даруултыгээ дүүхэн Намайг дурсах болов Ми хайрсан бүхэн Хин нэгэн байсан хин нэг нэрэ байх Намайг яваад өгсөн чамд өөр нэгэн байх Би дүүхэг үлээ Тангсараг мүлээ Бэкинг ирцүүлэн 2-3 үнэй Гэл минь хүдэн Нэс номер бүлээ Зоолондоо чарах сар гуушил хүрнэй Сүмэн нүсмэн нэгэндэй Чамайг түйсэн болохоор нэгэндэй Тэ болыг гэж билэндэй Гэж бодон сик юм everyday Rock a bass is if they're saying Гихтэй чамайг боосон гэмдэй
Mr. Joe.
Ерөөсөө beronig lagoe Ирдодник мэдрэмж
Энэ дууны нэр
Гиш бадаа хайчин чадахгүй нэ
Ерөөсөө гэдэг л дуу юм байна. Гүнийх нь нэр нь
Ерөөсөө beronig lagoe Ирдодник мэдрэмж төдийчүүл Гиш бадаа хайчин чадахгүй нэ Би бүхний зүгээр араа сохыг хүсээгүй Энэ
Тэний хөө нэгэн шанлаа түүнийгээ хөр нэгэнд хэлдэггүйч Тротн тразаун Хүмүүрийн төвч авандра Хүчминэ тэгшиг чимээгүй Тротн тразаун Гитаре отис шиг тасраа Буцаага доош бавгүй тавилаа Хөвзаяг хоорч өндрөх хамтдээ Гитаре отис шиг тасраа Гитаре отис шиг тасраа Буцаага доош бавгүй тавилаа Хөвзаяг хоорч өндрөх хамтдээ Гитаре отис шиг тасраа
Item hodisэл gold эмазан. Юу юм бэ? Гэрш.
Behold the scourge of Icewrath. Бурхан.
Monster kill. Time to shove off.
save the world.
Ooh.
Triple kill!
Эх.
Time to save the world. Again.
What's this thing? Some kind of force.
Triple kill!
Victory is ours.
The hunter feasts.
There are none who cannot be mimicked.
More power to me.
Дэрнэ юу бол
Triple kill! Triple kill! Rampage. 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 Void made flesh.
Is merely a canvas.
The time has come
Waiting for my
me.
brush.
Enchanted, I'm sure.
Бүр алуул юм байна. Баг гарлоо. Аа.
Void made flesh. A stitch in space-time kills 9.
Fates intertwined.
Оо, бай малоо. Бас. За тол.
You. Dude, are low. It's sub 50%, but when you watch them play, it is impossible to keep track of what is going on for any player on the opposite team.
Absolutely. Final side of map, I'm guessing Mirage. Yeah, it has to be Mirage. FaZe have looked incredible on it, but then again for Furia, it's a map which they usually go as their first pick as well most of the times.
Can't see them. I can't see it going to Ancient. Like no world should it go to Ancient unless FaZe like mega prepped. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I think this is probably, in my eyes, I actually think this is Furia favored, actually.
You can follow Mirage Maui saying it's Furia favored. Bled, you agree?
I have to. I will say this, though. Inferno, I really, really like FaZe's Inferno. Apart from the one hiccup they had in the tournament. Who was it against? Memory is starting to fail me. Let me just quickly take a look here. They did lose Inferno to Outsiders. Yes, that one half just fell completely...
Saw me before I knew who I'd be.
Capable on Nuke, Furia just have to be the better team on that map.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tight series in my eyes. I really think that this is a game that, on like an off day, I would probably pick Fury to win this, but I think the main storyline for me that drives the FaZe narrative is that they have everything to win in this one. They need to get this done.
Yeah, and for the
guys, I wanted to, just going on from the point that Maui is making, if Fury continue the level that they've been playing at, but FaZe find the form that they had at Katowice. Of course, it was with JKS, and there was a whole mix-up there. But if they were able to find that form against Fury and place their utmost, is it still Fury favored?
I mean, that's up in the air. That depends on how they perform in the server, right? But if everything clicks for the side of FaZe, right, and considering that they have everything to lose here, I'm going to say FaZe would be favored, but a lot of ifs, a lot of buts there. But Fury as a whole, at one point we have to say they are the favorites because they have played like the favorites in this entire group stage.
I think if this were day 1 of the group stage, I got Fury all day. If it's day 5, I got FaZe all day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. So today's the 5th day of this group stage. I got FaZe. I got FaZe taking this one.
Well, guys, we're still waiting on the players to be ready for the match to be ready to go underway, so we can continue to dissect this a bit further. You know, honestly, I'd just like to speak generally. I think that it's very interesting the way this matchup has come together and the way the roles have shifted about who could be favourites, who could not. Because at the start, for me, you know, I would have picked FaZe every time over Fury. At this point, I do think Fury, especially after what you guys have mentioned about the veto, yeah, Fury looking good going into this.
Yeah, they do. But like Maui said, considering you have to look at the mentality, right? Like, we can talk about all the players, K-Serrato and Yuri and everyone popping up for Furia and, you know, Roki looking fantastic, Rain stepping up as well. But ignoring all of that, if you're talking about what's on the line, the team who's more hungrier right now is FaZe.
Yeah.
And I have to say, if at least based on the trajectory they've shown thus far from the game they had against Sprout and then against Vitality yesterday, they should be the favorites. I agree with you. But that being said, man, it is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. It's going to be a close series. I'm looking forward to Carrigan just rushing out somewhere, trying to do something random, and then he finds Ott in the middle of nowhere. I'm just waiting for that to happen, and it's going to happen.
There's going to be some fun interactions like that. I'm excited. I think that Inferno actually probably should just go the way of FaZe, but given what I've seen from Fury in this group stage on Nuke, I would like to pick them. Again, it's just this story of, are Fury going to be giving their 100 in this match? I hope so, for the competitive integrity of the match and everything, but I also just think that right now, K-Serrato and Yuri are probably the 2 of the strongest riflers in this server, which is so crazy to say given the fact that they're against Rops, they're against Twist, and yet, honestly, what I've seen from K-Serrato and Yuri has been much more consistent. It has been more impactful. It has seriously just blown me away that these guys are like gunning for a top 10 spot, each of them, in this year's HLTV list.
Guys, how important is it that Rain continues the form that he showed against Vitality? If he goes missing again, this surely spells bad news for FaZe.
I don't really think he's gone missing, right? Like, overall, it's not like he's been having terrible games. It's more like just...
But there's a tangible difference when he's been playing really well, like yesterday.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, if he shows up like the way he did yesterday and everything's clicking for him, yes, FaZe, even though we're favoring them, they suddenly become firm favorites, right? Everyone popping off. But at the same time, as long as he does his job, you know, getting a couple of kills here and there while holding down some of his sites or just going for the entry rolls and opening stuff up, I think that's more than enough, in all honesty.
FaZe become an unbeatable team when Rain pops off and has 84 ADR, but I actually don't think that's really his job on this team. If he can run in kind of first, second, along with Kerrigan, create some space disruption, there's so many people that can clean up on the team. There's the Twist, there's Rops. I really think that those guys are the ones that need to be the heavy hitters. If they go missing, then it's trouble for FaZe. Rain can go missing. Rain can have 12 frags in this game, and I think FaZe can still win it.
Guys, I have it confirmed. Our match is pretty much ready to go. Can I get final predictions from you both, please?
FaZe 2-1.
I'll take FaZe 2-1 as well.
Okay, I'm going to side with my analysts. Everybody at home, I think it's going to be a FaZe 2-1. Also, everybody, this is the end of Group B, ESL Pro League Season 15, Week 2. Huge matchup ahead of us, a lot on the line, not just for FaZe, but other teams in this group also. I can't wait to see how it plays out, and now we can get into it. So it's time to throw over to our casters, the legendary, iconic CSGO masterminds, Harry and Hugo.
Ah, yes, we're ready to go. FaZe taking on Furia. Going to be one hell of a matchup, right? Both these teams looking explosive in the Pro League so far. And I mean, it all culminates today. There's a lot of reasons why you should be watching this one. There is another important game going on that does affect the outcome here that I'll be keeping you updated with. That's, of course, Vitality taking on Outsiders.
Hi.
Also, Hugo's here. What's good, man?
Not much, man. I mean, we got a banging game. You're damn right, Harry. I can't wait to see what Furia are going to be up to this evening in FaZe.
See if they can get through to that next stage. There's only one spot, and there's no time to wait. Fast into the main. Fury are going to split down Vent, and Art will make it. Of course he will. He's a speedy boy. FaZe have got to pull in their rotations from the ramp side, moving in a lot of players to B. Rain was already here, and Drop wasn't ready. Bomb is loose in the Vent, and Fury have taken the site.
Yeah, Serato fighting, trying his best to make this room happen. Rain is dead, over in control, and so now a man down. They need results. They need someone to step up, and Twist is going to do it with that double right there. It's all left onto Yuri. Dude, it didn't need to be the headshot to Art, but he makes it happen anyway. How on earth is Yuri going to make this round come to fruition for Furia? Alone at ramp, has this long-range duel versus Karrigan. Twists at least is a long way away up on this A-bomb site. Karrigan's got the spot, now they've got the info, and Twist is coming back down.
They're going to wait some time, try and buy seconds. Yuri getting double swung, and they're good to close it. FaZe with 3 in the pistol from Twist, and he hits some absolute bangers. That's what we love from this guy. Has felt like we've had very clean games from FaZe, right, in terms of the players stepping up. There hasn't been much discrepancy between the kills, yesterday included. Rain looked lights out against Vitality. I mean, everyone did. They got 16-2'd. And so FaZe with a pistol round in their pocket on Furia's pick of Nuke. And hey, that is something you can't sleep on either. Some of these T-side rounds that Fury have been getting away with on this map. Maybe a low win percentage, but it's the way they do it, Harry. And they're going to do it fast again. Pistol kill comes in. Twist, they're right below you. Running out on A and getting churned up by the SMGs like they should. Twist will go back. And this should be 7-0. Rain steals it. Damn. But still FaZe find the round.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is a very, very important matchup for FaZe. You kind of like that we're getting this sort of performance out of Twists early on. Admittedly, only been the pistol and, you know, churning up some pistols, but it's certainly a good case to be made. If FaZe are able to win this, they're still able to qualify even with...
Well, you got to remember outsiders.
No,
they know if they take their game, Harry. It's,
no, I'm trying. Yeah,
there's so many outcomes, aren't there?
No, yeah. Essentially, you also need outsiders to cop a bit of an L.
Yeah,
but the win for FaZe needs to get locked in.
Remember, they're sitting here playing, not knowing what's going on the other stream. They're not thinking, oh, what are outsiders up to? They're here to win this game. They're here to try and take this into their own hands to qualify. No one wants to rely on other results, other opponents, other matches. Who cares? FaZe don't. They're here to play their game today. 2-0 start, but Art, he is one sneaky boy. Already down B. Rops was considering this possibility, and he comes back up. Oh, pinch, though. Great timing on that peek for Art. Rops even knew he could be there, but he can't put a stop to him. Back out upper. Furia trying to set that AWP on for the cross. Safe hangs around. Does he know Rain's in position? Doesn't look like it. Rain tucks in. Safe takes the AWP down B, and he swaps sides with Art.
Karrigan's going to try and
this is massive.
fill this void in secret, and he's got good timing on it. Rain just tucked.
What an angle.
It's a nice angle for the cross to Garage. How's he going to get out of this one, though? Karrigan's here to alleviate a lot of the pressure, and Yuri can't play for the trade onto Raid anymore because he doesn't want to get caught from secret. Having to just tuck in on main roof, now dropping down. That's at least Rain dealt with. In the back of this site, though, is Twists, and Brokey's pushed the lobby. Oh, that's the bomb, and with 20 seconds left, that's dire for Furia. They need to go get it back. Yuri will manage the frag. Karrigan coming up the vent, trying to make a play. They've heard him now. They know about him, and he's wrapping them through Hut. One kill on the right man could win the round, but Yuri's made it into the site with that bomb. 1v2, Karrigan, good for the first, and he can't quite make it the second. Yuri survives at 16 points of health, and so Furia, they come in with rifles, and they find their first.
Oh, Yuri just saves that round in its entirety, right? Like, it looked perfect. It looks expert from Karrigan coming up on that backstab flank. It's Yuri who drops main, gets that pick in the 3-on-4 to go back into upper, kills Brokey on the lobby flank, who took his time to line up that shot to drop the bomb, and then he goes on to win the 1v1 against Karrigan. Massive round out of Yuri, and I mean, players like this, players like Yuri, players like Serato, you know, they need to step up today. We may have this young gun of Safe who's been a phenomenal AWP, or we may have Art up to his usual tricks, but it's the old reliable pieces of the puzzle that must come together for Furia as well in such an important game to knock out FaZe. Brokey up close to the door, only good for one, trapped. Now Twist wants to go and trade that kill. Karrigan with a missed D shot. He will live though. For don't know how. Drop wants to end that. Coming in off the swing. He goes ramp instead. Karrigan might have heard that step. Now they're ready. Rops, he's committed on and off angle. Can he get 2 from this, though? That's his hope. That's his dream. But they get a warning shot.
Hey.
No.
And a delayed peek does it for Furia.
Karrigan thinks he slipped the net, and that's because he has. He's got him past K Serato. Now Twist is...
Oh,
he was meant to
what?
die.
Yeah.
Twist was meant to die there. And now they learn about Karrigan's rap as well. They know that Lobby has been compromised, and this is going to force their hand to react into a bit of a B play now. Twist's already here. Last seen in Lobby, now already at Decon. Can't do anything about the plant. That's coming down regardless.
Super risky plant, right? They don't know which side of the door is open. They didn't have double either. They just gambled. They gambled right. Twist almost rolls the dice in his favor, and now the retake is on. No kit currently. Rain moving in off a ramp. Very silent. He's going to get the kill. 2 on 3 now. Furia, time is in their favor. If they don't overface, Drop trying to stop this one man out. Rain dead, and he covers his teammate as Karrigan tries to drop into dark. It's Twist in a 1v2. Good tag, but no time for it. He knows better than we. It's time to escape. Furia find their second just about, with a couple still standing. And the orb, he's looking for it, but Drop has it. Yoink.
Yeah, Fury are doing really well to see that round through to the end. You know, they might have came into that with a lot more than FaZe brought to the table, but you know, the early results, the losing lobby control, it was all kind of building up, reaching a crescendo where FaZe could have looked to take that over the line. They established some really good post plants. Drop getting away with this double is absolutely massive in the grand scheme of the round.
I'll tell you what I can see, though, from just 4 rounds of play is FaZe's game plan on the CT side is aggression, right? Fight fire with fire. Get up in Furia's face. They are not respecting, they are not waiting, even from that bonus round where Karrigan re-aggro's backup secret after they'd already lost Robs and B. FaZe are taking space. FaZe are not afraid of Furia, and maybe that's the fight you need. Fire in the veins of FaZe, and, well, right now equal 2-2. With a save gun, temptation is always there to buy up around it. It's just the question of whether FaZe want to wait for another rifle in one more. They will. Full USPs and a couple of upgrades, but Furia, it's their round to lose. Art's already got the Bison now, and we're only in round 5. Par for the course.
Okay, Art, let's see.
Get it.
Up at the front of the pack. Ammo is not his problem today. Here we go, let loose. One. Any more? There's another ramp man. And hopping into action is this Bison on Art.
Tactical pre-fires, of course.
This is a lock-in, this is a done deal. Doors have swung weirdly, and Art, he knew something was up there. But it's just the one and done for Brokey's CZ. Twist, save ain't bad, honestly. You know, he is a little limited in the cash department. This is at least going to allow all that util kits, etc. to come on through for FaZe. And so Twist will just hold on to this AK. Furia, they deal with that one. They brush it aside. They don't even break a sweat. One of the good things of having the Bison as well is if that got given over, you know, no one would be looking at Brokey there going, oh my God, he's got the Bison.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, right? He did it the other day. I can't remember who it was against him on Mirage, and he did it in a full buy, and he was like, you know, he was kind of just being cheeky there, and it was a disrespect by another way of putting it. But in this round, that's actually a tactical decision, right? It's a very cheap SMG. It's got a lot of ammo, right? He's just running. Like you said, the value of it getting picked up is not there, and because he knows FaZe are ecoing around this gun, if you can avoid twists, which they do, and get so much space from the MAC-10, you don't need to waste time clearing angles or, you know, being methodical in your trades. Art doesn't need a teammate running the same pace as him. He just takes so much room on lower, and you can see the rest of Fury is spread out around it. So, yeah, it's good, but you wouldn't want to run it again, not in a gunny. And that's what we have here. FaZe on a full buy. No AWP for Brokey. Only one kit on the in-game leader. And Furia running smokes. How many and how many gaps is the question.
Well, Brokey's insta-dropped lower to open up this round. Just going to give them a bit of presence.
Hey, come to the game.
Secret. And considering Furia aren't really moving behind these outside smokes with the exception of Yuri, that's a healthy bit of information to have. You're not going to start scrambling bodies down lower. You know that at most it's just one guy who's taking his time. Robs smoked at ramp. He's going to try and use this against them. Good for one, but spammed after the fact. Robs finally on the board. But an immediate trade leaves the round wide open. Now, because Brokey's had to go back and watch ramp, it's put a bit of a fear in FaZe. They're worried about a gap at secret because of those outside smokes. And so Reigns had to drop lower as well. Brokey fighting in the site. He doesn't realize it yet, but he might have the whole round riding on his shoulders here.
Yeah, this is nice and patient for FaZe despite the heavy rotate. It's the right call to make, and no one's aggressing to give that secret player away. Back out, Rain has just pushed up the stairwell. Fury committed though. They are so deep, and they think it's free. It's not. Brokey's still here, tucked in behind the boxes. They drop in with a plant, and they are a dead man again. Trying for double. It lets them down this time as Brokey picks up two. The Orc chasing, and it's a good no-scope. Blimey, 20 seconds? Surely there's no way.
I mean, Safe is a bit of a hero player at times. Let's see what he's able to do. He's getting walked upon. Carrigan out through double, and it was never even considered, just silent the entire damn way. He's so tunnel visioned on trying to take that 1v1 to Twist's out ramp. So there's the response. FaZe Clan come up with a round. Brokey, stellar stuff on the B hold. Little nervous for what we're getting out of Rops at ramp, right? Can be a very uncomfortable position. Can see, you know, even the stars struggle to find impact here. So often it is just that one and done for Rops at most. Bulk of these rounds, he's kind of fallen without accomplishing much. Looks like Furia want to keep exploiting that. Oh. And no scope's just filth. Yeah. No other word for it.
Safe is definitely one of the more prominent players, you know, up and coming right now, unproven on big stages, but he's had his name in the book for a while, hasn't he? We've wanted him to move up to this team, and now that he finally has, it's been no disappointment. Easier, you know, said than done. Often players let us down when they do so well in tier 2 and we put them on, you know, these big lands and they have trouble. Ark got smoke spammed on the cross, so that's at least confirmation that someone was trying to go B, but FaZe don't know that Yuri also made it. However, when you're up against Furia, you've got to expect the unexpected. You've got to be ready for everything. Vent drops, even when you feel like it couldn't have happened. A B player out of nowhere. Brokey is. He drops Yuri 3 on 5. It's getting turned inside out. Rops, that's an awkward angle. He gets some damage, but it's still Furia dropping into lower, and FaZe are ready for it.
Yeah, Brokey on the scene. Oh, does get overwhelmed. And could even be an AWP for Safe. He's going to look to use it, giving the bomb to K-Serato. These two both very good clutch players in their own right. So the thought of them together in a 2-on-3, you can't count them out. K-Serato dropping in, spammed, raid, never even opens the door to give them a chance. Safe's also getting wrapped through ramp, so he needs to chase this kill. He will get it, but takes one to the dome. They're even holding the vent. Carrigan should have the round locked in. This is a lovely read, and there it is. FaZe doing well to convert these rounds. It is hard up against Furia. You know, you're never really feeling too safe, even in a little 3-on-2 like that. It's a very mobile team with a lot of strong clutch players.
Yeah, already we're seeing just the pain of this B plant right now. We might not start seeing Furia playing for the Astralis-esque plant behind the old toxic doors, because right now they keep gambling on whether Deacon or double is corrupted, and FaZe keep choosing their rotates differently. Every round is something new. Rain going for the wall bang. Previously they've been playing, you know, planting for double. Yeah, Furia, that's the one thing, is catching them out on lower. When you don't have the manpower or the space taken, there's the problem. Util coming in. It's a bit of a broken buy for Furia. It's a last-ditch effort. It should be a top hit with what they have, but you can always go back to ramp. And FaZe certainly hope you do. 3 ramp, and they're crunching Harry. 2 pushed up. They're chasing the back stab onto Furia. They're trying to hit the A site, but their back is getting attacked. Twist with 2 on top. Brokey won't stop, and that's the round done. These are so decisive from FaZe. They're coming in with game plans every single round. Furia don't even get to run their execute. As the players drop off roof after throwing util, they're getting picked. That's a really nice round out of FaZe. High risk, but they get it going.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, you know, say what you will about FaZe and kind of how they've looked in the Pro League so far, but one thing we know about this team is, like, when the pressure's on, they get as well, like where he's actually playing right now. This guy who's often up on the rafters, you know, responsible for Hut, also leaning into that rotate role a little bit. If Brokey's ever struggling to fill the void at ramp, it's very impressive that he's only died once. Like, top Hut is, you know, the rafters are so easy to check. It's so common to see them get two traded after that, because it is just guys spilling out at you. Yeah. And yet still, he's kept this this damn near flawless game up. It's certainly a good sign that we've got Twist looking like this to open up new.
Yeah, and there's more pieces that we haven't seen rise yet, right? Rops was 0-5, he's now 3-6, but this is a guy that comes alive on T-halves, right? In this team, he's got his same role from Mouse, moving from that lobby lurker into phase as well, something that, you know, is so good for this guy, playing on his own, being a nuisance, being an annoying lurk. And yeah, I can't wait to see Rops in that second half. But now, though, stuck ramp, it's never easy, and especially not when Fury are doing this. Carrigan only gets one on A site. Twist falls immediately. This is more like the typical pop that you've been talking about. Furia, however, in the past have taken time to set up. This one is a disrespect round. They remind FaZe who they're up against. 4-0 in the group for a reason. Rain's going to try and retake. What's he got for us?
Би нүк дээр ихний map нүк дээр наавар гэж байна.
Definitely try and catch this, because it's going to put the one-way up in. Oh, it falls just a little bit too short on the ground. Close lineup, but no cigar. Now the smokes have locked FaZe out, and they've got to give up the round. That's fine. You know, they have the money. That's why FaZe were tempted. There's nothing wrong with giving up a 3-on-4 like this. Fury are onto a fourth round themselves.
I think it's super interesting that we're kind of getting the last few rounds that we've had out of FaZe. You know, you use the word like decisiveness, fighting fire with fire, like meeting the aggression with aggression of their own. Very interesting that that's the case, because for Furia, there kind of isn't some tremendous thing at stake here, right? They've at least locked in top 3. They would love the kind of glory of a flawless group stage. It would also lock them in top 1, like 100% guaranteed, nothing possibly goes wrong. I don't know how the N1 affects that. I've more been looking at like the actual top 3.
Yeah, Fury already guaranteed first.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, right, exactly. So it's like, for Furia, pressure's kind of off, and I think as a result,
scary,
right? Like their aggression's only going to be more ludicrous than ever. Yeah. The fact that that's how FaZe are trying to best them, it means this is going to be very explosive. Art down the vent, but there's so many bodies here holding for him.
This is so smart. This is so... He knows he's low, and he knows the rotates have been really good. They're going to wait for the smoke fade, at which point FaZe go, yeah, there's no one down vent. And they go, yeah, we've cleared vent from B. Oh, he goes a bit early, though, doesn't he? FaZe is still hanging around. That's a shame. Could have been a really mega play. Instead, Fury gets smoked off at the door. But yeah, you know, we saw that interview with Heku and Gary yesterday, and Heku was, you know, she was trying to get Gary to, you know, get some fresh air and maybe chill out a bit. But no, he had the passion, he had the motivation, he wanted the 5-0, and you know the rest of Fury are there as well. They have something to prove here at Pro League. And so nothing would feel better than going flawless, results or not. And victory tastes a little bit better when you know you're causing someone else's defeat. Rain, good spot, kill safe. Doesn't need to re-peek, that's the only way back in for Yuri to win this round. Rain, he considers it, but now he bounds out. Fury with 30 seconds, it should be an impossible round. Yeah, giving it up. It's respectable, because you'll notice Safe has money as well as Art, so it's kind of perfect. If anyone was going to die, it's the two guys who can reinvest next. FaZe up to 7, and flawless themselves, there's no complaints. You know, I think it's important as well to remember that we talk about how so many of these players are stepping up, and I mentioned K-Serato and Yuri. They're 3th and 4th rated players of the event right now, and that's not with any caveat. That's with as many maps as everyone else, and about to be more. The only players above them are from different groups. BMAS obviously had an incredible Pro League after, you know, a scary question over his place in the roster after JDC looked so good at Kato. We obviously saw what happened there. JDC took over for MBK in a bit of a surprising move, but you know, this Mal's team is definitely a threat, and BMAS performing well is great. Rez also looked incredible, number 2 of the event. K-Serato and Yuri fall right behind that. And 5th, well, that's Brokey. So there's a lot of reasons to have your eyes tuned into this game. Don't you dare blink.
Right, Mag 10 for Art. You know what that means already. He's going to be trying something fast again. Maybe another one of these door pops on the menu.
What?
Oh, Brokey. Oh, my God. He spammed out. They do finally deal with him. That could have been something there, but now this A site crumbles around FaZe Clan. For Rain and Rops, you feel dismayed about just having to write this one off. He's going to try and float around in the vent. Yeah. Oh, my. They did see him. And he's only good for the first. Fury and Drop get it over the line. Some Mega Brain moves coming in Vent right now. You know, we've had Art try to get tricky with it. Now Rain's having his go. But unfortunately, Bomb Planter sees him. And even though the site guy gets caught looking at Heaven, they are able to follow up and fill that void.
Usually it's smoke on the water. Right now it's Rain on the fire. And, well, little A-Rush denied from FaZe, or the hold rather. Yeah, sensory overload on that A side. Brokey got double, triple, quadruple flash, hits a no-scope out of nowhere. Nice try for Rain there either way. It's going to be a double orb now for FaZe. Rops is spicing it up, and yeah, with the problems he's been having at ramp, can't blame him. Furia either don't show at all, or they show everyone. Always a ramp player's nightmare. Brokey running around on the playground that is his A site, one of the best backside orbers that we have right now. Very committed. Robs takes his angle back at ramp, and at the right time, they're out to swing him. Try. There's a missed shot. Robs, they're coming your way, and he's trapped behind this box. He has no route to escape. No Molotov for him. They throw it to hell instead, and now Robs can pick up pieces and put them in boxes. Rain helps out with a double before he burns in that Molly and CT, and now it's faded. Twist just swings. Round's over, mate. No way to get back into this one.
Nice. Yeah, Brokey keeping his wits about him. Yeah, dude, Rops plays that really well. You know, like, he is missing a couple of sitters there, but it's all well and good as long as you don't, you know, give them a huge doorway into ramp, and he knows that. You know, I also love that they try to bait him out, not once, but twice with players jumping out of ramp, and he just never takes the shot. Look, first guy, second guy, but he's just holding for the one he knows he can hit, right? They want him to try the shots on the guys leaping through the air, and him staying alive at back orange just gives so much time for the rotate players to get involved. Back to ramp again. Rops, here we go, bud. Hold on. Only good for two. We'll get overwhelmed, but these rotates into the ramp room has often been quick, often been clean. Fury, they've got real estate, but FaZe are keen to fight for it. Surely you're not ready for Brokey here. One cut loose in hell, and now Brokey emerges. Just Art left standing. 1 versus 3, and with that swing, Carrigan's going to seal his fate.
Oh, FaZe are in their heads right now. FaZe are calling some great CT rounds. The starting setups are just besting Furia. The one thing that has been nice for Furia have been top hits, right? They've won both with their instant executes. When they slow it down and start lining up smokes, that's when we see more problems. That's when we see FaZe get curious, because this has, again, been a very quick half. This is going to be the quickest BO3 that we will see tonight, I would bet. Even if it is 3 maps, these teams play so quick, so aggressive. It's exciting. But I like that. Brokey even mollied his retreat, and then after 1 kill came in, he smokes it, goes, screw it, I'm throwing myself back into the fight. He'll do so again, and everyone's getting decimated. Furia within seconds, a turn to Source, Mush, Goo, Gunge, they're gone, and it's a 1-on-5 for Art outside. FaZe are looking for double digits, and unless Art pulls off Round of Life, it's not happening! It's not happening, and it shouldn't. He almost lines up everyone. Instead, FaZe find that 10th, and things are looking good. They're trying to take their way to 3rd place in Pro League. They're trying to get into playoffs. Can FaZe do it? Let's see.
You see the odds there. The one odds reflect kind of how we're feeling about this game as well. I think that the fans feel much the same, that this should be Ence's show, but we'll see. Trap games happen. Not everything goes to expectation, and Sprout is certainly going to have a good chance of it here on Vertigo. Spinks, the man you want to look at, the man you want to highlight, he's going to spot a few players and hightail it on out.
Look at the mid push. Look at the mid push. So many players down ladder. If they get a good timing here, it could be disastrous for Sprout.
3 players. This is pretty wild, right? So now they're just going to try and hold them at bay. And Rawls even fakes the plant. That allows further time for these players to get up. Now they're in trouble. Slacks needs to do some damage. Needs to find something. He has taken the first. Looking for more with that P250. He's not got it. Merrick's just playing talked here, trying to buy the time. Well, he does have some time. He's got enough. Okay. Merrick's and Stare, the new additions to the team, pop off to net them the pistol. That setup was dangerous. They had to hold up in the back lines, and Merrick's does just enough.
Indeed, absolute carnage on the ramp, and it certainly felt like, as you pointed out, the moment Sprout started slowing down, surely they're going to get just completely sandwiched by all the Ents players, but ultimately, particularly when it went 4-4 and 3-on-3, it just felt like every Sprout player just hit every headshot, and sometimes, as it is in pistol rounds, that's the way it goes, and I'm sure Sprout will be happy to pick up that opening round here.
Remember, folks, wise words from Coach Hender. Just click heads. Forehead. Madden's got the first. Speaking of just clicking heads, I mean, it's a deco, right? What more do you want than to click heads? And we're back into another A-ramp hit. The classic on Vertigo. How does Hades live? Madden! His third! Oh, with the Deagle, the hand cannon popping off, but he's looking for more. They're desperate to get through this, but they're not getting anything. Sprout blanked so far in the round. We'll just leave Stare. And this one might be too much to ask. He can't even find the kill on Hades, who limps through with 2 HP. Stare in an impossible situation. Eventually, the salvaged AK will chase him on down. The 4th kill in the round for Madden, and he's stolen that from Sprout.
What is going on here early on? This is very apt that it's on at the late game time. Bit of a delay as well to push it a little bit later as well for good measure. And I'll tell you what, Mike, this is what happens on the desk. Nothing makes sense. Sprout winning the first round in unlikely circumstances, then straight after going up ramp, contacting in, and Madden finds 3 Deagle headshots in a row. Couldn't have scripted it any better, and this is nip and tuck here so far on Vertigo.
Ents fans are rejoicing. And Sprout now seem like they want to test the ramp again, this time a little bit more of a spread with the Deagles in their own hands, right? This is sort of the trap it almost feels like teams get into of just, hey, can we take ramp? Okay, take ramp again. And again. And again. How do you feel about Vertigo? You like a little more diversity in your play calling, or you also...
There's plenty of util here.
Well, the rest of the gang are going towards ramp. Yeah. This looks like a little fakey-bakey, maybe.
Is this the old Hugo, Harry? It might be.
No way are they pulling it out.
Are they going to run Heaven? Nah, we'll have to see.
Let's see. If they go Heaven, this is the Hugo. Carrier is called the Hugo. Drop. Going to spot this from hell. Sees one man. Now, you would have loved him to be at ramp. You were trying to inspire some B drops from this A-bomb site. I don't know, Hugo, I'm really getting vibes that this is...
Yeah, it's the old fakeroo, you know, they're not in a hurry, they just want the space, they want to see what Furia do if they aggress hard, if they take any, you know, real estate. B-Fake is coming in, this doesn't look like a commit, Art tries to get involved, and now Rain, he can cause commotion, this is going to be the A-play, certainly on top of the heart, Yuri doesn't move, but he should have got that kill. Carrigan finds the shot, they double back, they hear steps up close, there's a flank up Heaven, they wait for Robs, and he delivers the goods too! What? How? Queserato disappeared, and Robs, he's got night vision, baby. That's. I love that strat from FaZe. That's all over the world. They show everything, and Furia played in exactly how they wanted, right? That re-aggro from B, the room given to Robs to go up Heaven with the smoke, and FaZe, they pulled back just enough that Robs can get this double kill. Lovely stuff. A pistol round, and Furia, they're getting rings run around them.
Yeah, they're coming in with the Force Spy, though. Never underestimate a Furia Force. Else you will regret it. Ain trying to cross with the outside smokes. You will meet contact down here in secret. Queserato already having dropped down lower. Ain's never to know about it. Interesting little move here. They're taking a bit of a gamble in this round. They've just swapped out 2 players. They've exchanged Art from Ramp for Queserato to go and reinforce this A bomb site. This is shaping up to be a bit of a read for Furia by the looks of things. They're seemingly one step ahead. They've read this one really well. They've got everything in the right place. Now that smoke at door, that might change things. That actually might send FaZe elsewhere. Because when you're getting smoked with just under a minute left, you go, well, now we've been smoked at ramp very, very quickly. The idea tap is starting to run dry.
Gotta give it a squeeze.
To brute force, and Art is hitting a phenomenal timing. A phenomenal timing. Up close in the doors, it's a mauling, and Art comes in with the backstab. It's left to Rain all alone. He's got 20 seconds to make this happen. And there shouldn't be any hope in hell. In fact, it's in heaven. Drop gonna swing on out and deal with him. And there's the response for Furia. Phenomenal read, man. They were consistently stacked and, you know, in the right place, pushing at the perfect timings, and they knew all along that their destination was not lower.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Furia have held their own in both these rounds, even though they lost the pistol. They didn't fall for, you know, Rain getting that kill down lower. They still kind of expected the A player. It was just the Rop's Heaven flank that surprised them. That's a shame for FaZe. You said it yourself, it's smoke that decides it, right? They get cut out a ramp, and they have to go into the stack unless they waited. But they didn't like their odds with that one. And so Furia, it's handed on a platter.
Yeah, I mean, something else that was super cool even about like the order of which they lay those smokes down. The fact that they smoke door off first and then ramp about 5 seconds later, that, like on some just basics of Counter-Strike level, will inherently push FaZe towards the A bomb site as the time's running out, right? They're going to go to the smoke that's fading first. So phenomenal bit of misdirection for Furia. Art the Magician now down in secret. The Magician never reveals his tricks. Here he is poking up and over. Carrigan dead. Oh, trade either as Art is on a tear. Most players would leave, but Art keeps going forward and keeps reaping the reward of this secret aggression.
I can't believe it. Like you said, you know, who commits there? Who rushes pistols in a 5-on-4? Art does, and he kills 3. His team swinging through those main smokes. Furia, a statement right now, as they may lose pistol, but you couldn't tell it from where the economy's at, from where the score is at. They're back in this game. Don't let numbers deceive you. Furia are ready to pull a comeback. FaZe are trying to stop it with a rebuy. Gonna have to eco first.
So what do you make of this, right? Because we said, like, while this game's very important, as is the results from Vitality versus Outsiders, we always say Outsiders, you know, slow-paced team. Well, they're currently 2 rounds in, while we're in round 19. So there it is.
They were just saving. They were just waiting, buying their time. Tactical decision, of course.
Yeah, a little too early for me to give you any updates from that stream right now. This is an interesting one. What do you make of this?
Yeah, Furia, we know they like to push, but it's 4 Glocks. They ain't gonna do it. Maybe Art would, but they ain't gonna do it. However, you gotta pull something out if you're FaZe. They try a little ramp stack. They wander back to this A site, and long range for Yuri should be easy. Mow down for 3, maybe a 4th. Queserato's helping out. Yuri's out of ammo. Deke, he got it. Headshot as well. 4 kills in the round for Yuri. And that's always good for the stats. He was lagging behind a little bit. Now Furia. Ping on another. 8. But this is the buy for FaZe. It's just a little delayed after they get 4 sport in the second. They've had plenty of time to think about what they want to do here. It's now or never. It's sooner rather than later. Don't want to let Furia edge out this scoreline before your first proper T round comes in. Again, we see Rob's lurking lobby on this T side is what we've been waiting to see. Question what his impact will be later, because the bulk of his team is coming in through these outside smokes. Art tries to go up, but they go through into garage. Art doesn't know. As long as they can buy time and not get peeked over this smoke, he can backstab. They've seen him, and Rain steals it. Carrigan's very deep, they don't know.
Oh, now they do. He's rallied off multiple shots from his aggro outside. They're expecting it.
Look at him.
He's going up towards heaven, but Furia already kind of well accounting for this. They've got Yuri to hold the line. And so Carrigan is dealt with on his push. Rops still late lurking lobby. Might struggle to have the impact he wanted to here. Going to be a lot of eyes on him. How does he even want to approach this as the other three is still working lower? Maybe he could try get them a route up A. I think a kill into the A bomb site, if anything, would be misleading. Bring them into the Lion's Den. So committing B, hopefully Rops is going to be able to find a position to cut off rotations, and that's how he can look to have his impact.
If he late lurks ramp, he'll be dead to the boost. Meanwhile, Safe's in the site. They run the smoke. That's aggressive. That's oppressive. And Twist is now carved open a 4-on-3. Fury could save. They're so out of position. They may have money. That would be the only reason they go for this round. And they know that someone is hanging around. They just don't know where. Rops not made a step the entire minute and a half. And now he's going to walk late ramp as they drop off the boost as well. It's a save for Furia. They have to do it. Just out of position. And that's FaZe testing the B site. Nice to see them do it early in the half as well. Now they have an idea as to what Furia are doing on these CT rotates. They don't know about the double ramp or the boost up that Furia might employ again. It's always nice when, you know, it's annoying when you get something like that avoided. Furia are really hoping for ramp, but it's nice that they get to reuse it, and FaZe have no idea it's been in play. Even silly things like that, like the boost, it's just so rarely getting checked. The first time you run it, you're gonna get a kill. You're gonna get a kill.
Yeah, you know, I mean, normally it is like the second guy in who checks it. So it feels like it's like such a safe way to just guarantee a 1-for-1, but a potential for so much more.
If no one checks it, you can hold your shot, you can kill everyone for sure. Great anti-eco play. We'll see if Fury want to reuse it or if they want to change things up. Obviously that was a route gained by Rain killing the outside player. It went dark for Fury, they lost info, and FaZe just waltzed down B. Pretty standard round. But Robin's getting very vocal in this timeout as well. He's got a lot to say. We like that. FaZe with their eyes on the prize.
Safe gonna try his hand at a bit of a door peek. No one in the lobby yet, but eventually Twists might go crossing back, and Art has opened up outside. The clash of the IGLs sees Carrigan cut down by one of his signature weapons, and now they learn about Safe in the door. Rain discovers that the hard way. Your hands are kind of tied here, FaZe. Oh god, the molly bug. That's rough. They've smoked themselves off, and they didn't extinguish the molly. That was a 350 damage. Twist with a bit of spam has taken Safe out of the round.
Awkward.
FaZe aren't out of it yet.
No, I mean, they could have been inclined to save in that position, but now the kill on the orb. He'll meet FaZe there. Drop. Even one is good, but a multi-kill is better.
Oh, he should have one guaranteed. They're flooding in. Twist is going to check it. Oh my goodness. Art's trying his best to spam, and he will deal with Twists at least. Rob's holding the vent. If anyone tries to drop, he should have it. I like the Keisarato's delaying it, right? The
looking for Robs.
Yeah, actually, they've been so used to seeing him lobby, right? They're not envisioning he's down on this B site. They're wasting a lot of time waiting for a ghost to appear. Robson Brokey just playing the time now. It's on their side, and with Keisarato going decon, he's missed all these timings. Brokey nails that shot, and Furia cannot win the round anymore. Robs is even here. Keisarato, and hell, I mean, they've got to leave the site eventually. They get on by. FaZe get that round 13, and already like these kind of mind games that are in play. You've been so used to these lobby lurks just from studying FaZe, you know, just from watching even one game. You know that on these B plays, Rops will wait in the lobby, and the moment he doesn't do that, it throws Furia through a bit of a loop.
Oh, FaZe is in their heads, man, and that was a 50-50 for KSerrato, right? He either goes single or double. He doesn't know the plant spot either. I feel like it could have been called, right, the plant spot, and that tells you where the post plants are, right? Because that smoke is down, but whether that was commed along from Art on ramp, you don't know. There was no guarantee anyway, but he goes decoy, it's the wrong place. If not, Rops has stopped watching Vent for a second. There was a way in for KSerrato, both players there. But that's a really nice try for Furia anyway. You can see them piecing it together, as you say.
Yeah, I mean...
Still FaZe, by the way, win a 3-on-5.
Yeah, you know, that round, I think, really shows the kind of, like, meta game, the behind-the-scenes work, right? And how it can sometimes lead you to moments like that, where... on paper, if that was any other round, that was definitely the right thing to do for KSerrato.
Yeah, you're not holding for a lobby lug that late in a pug, but you are in this level. Sick round out of FaZe, and a huge entry from Twist to even get drop at the B site. He's 18-7. Twist is a pillar right now. He's not even dying, man. Rain makes it to Garage. They're using the Furia against them. Everyone's watching this. Oh, it's getting spammed. Rain might hear these tags. Oh, they're just keeping up the pressure. Oh, so much to watch right now. Flash high, it's beautiful from Brokey, and Rain! Double entry. When we need him most, he steps up for FaZe. 14 on the cusp of it. Just 3 kills away, but FaZe may have won a 3-on-5. How can Furia fare?
Rain just holds his ground as well. Still just knows his presence outside is nuisance enough. Right now, everyone's attention isn't where it should be. They're having to worry about this man in the back. Safe, the only guy responsible for the actual A site itself, is holding hut. This aggression, he needs this kill, and he will manage to get it at least. That's a little bit more breathing room now for Furia. Door push, maybe a vent drop. Yeah, they get down. Carrigan, Twists, everyone joining. All with the exception of Brokey, holds for these rotates. It's clean for a moment. Now, nade going in. Carrigan's flushed out into the open, fighting, but he can't win it. And Rain, late rotation. Safe is aware of this, holding for it. Rain's got his knife out, now drawing the weapon, now ready to fight, but they're on the bomb. There's nothing that Rain can do here. They've won the round. Try as he might, there was no way back into that one.
Oh, such a clean round for Rain, right? Those double entries outside the Heaven Flick. A 3-on-5. Both the last 2 rounds have been 3-on-5 wins for either team now. That should never be coming through. Rops is dead. They stopped considering the door lurk. Instead, it's Brokey AWPing it, but Safe trades it so quick, and that ramp rotate for drop was sublime. It's the new boys of Furia who clutch out in a 2-on-4 against FaZe. That's sickening. So aware of Rain's and it falls apart for the clan. FaZe now buying up. Crossing secret quick. Carrigan, Tech9, everyone else bought up.
It's already down lower.
Энэ раундыг очлоо.
Oh, they're running at him, but he's dodged all these little timings. Still one and done. That's all he's able to manage. Drop. First man on the scene. Rop still late lurking lobby and Safe holding for it. Drop dead. B site starting to crumble. Safe cannot hold for this lurk any longer. He wants to go and help at B. Oh, the timing. The timing for Safe is brutal, and he's executed. Yuri has no choice but to bow out of the round, to give this one up, to concede 14 to FaZe Clan.
They might not even let him get away with that, Harry. Still in lobby, what a surprise! It's the Ropsicle. Alva should be fine from now. Should be around. And should be for coming off the back of these terrifying last 2, right, where you can never get comfortable. You call a 5-on-3. It's not like, you know, you see 3-on-5s come through sometimes where it's a double entry and then it's an immediate double trade, and you play out the slow 3-on-3, and it's like, well, yeah, fair enough, they won that. But in these 3-on-5s, they have been slow down calls after 2 kills, and still they get converted by the supposed losing team. Furia, they're fighting for it, man, but just a couple of rounds left for FaZe. We'll send them a map up. We'll take their opponent's pick. Those negative numbers on this map, as good as a game plan can be for Furia, it's not safe.
Аур гэж юу 24-аар тавш 26-аар тавш.
It's desperate. FaZe poised 450.
24-аар 11 раунд багтсан шүү дээ.
And I mean, if they win this round, they should
Энэ
go on
раунд
to win this map, right? Fury have all in it. They've put all their money on the line, going for broke. Safe pushed up outside, and with Carrigan walking this late, he could find himself at the mercy of this AWP.
Oh, that Molly's real false sense of security. Safe still here, but they flash it anyway. Now they know if they've got him trapped. There's nowhere to go for Safe. Up close, he misses that. It's a shame. Nice follow-up for Art, though, the Deagle. We saw him ace for starting outside just the other day. They're about to clear him, but he disappears into the smoke. As they he also hit to timing himself. Down B, already a rotate for Keserato, but Rain doesn't want lower. Rain wants the whole enchilada. Going for the wrap. Oh, Team Flash?
Not ideal. Art now knows about Rain. Get the kill, double layered setup on the rafters and hut roof. And guess what? Even if you dealt with them, there's still more bodies in this A bomb site. Keserato late wrap outside. Rops has seen him. That info goes both ways, however. And Keserato is looking to capitalize.
Still
not going to help him. Twists, they're up close. It's back to find that, but he isn't ready for Art. Still up on way. He's run down. FaZe. They lock in 15. They managed to go into a full stacked A bomb site, and they lived to tell the tale. Twist was some phenomenal entry work to make it happen.
And FaZe didn't even know. Yeah, sure, they knew there were a couple there, but every rock they unturned, that was unbelievable. Keserato felt like he had that kill guaranteed on Robs. You said it yourself, both players had seen the other, but there's 10 seconds when Robs gets that frag and he comes in and trades that Art Deagle on upper. Even then, the 1-for-1. Twist, who kills Rain with that flash in main, FYI. He wins the round. It's worthwhile. And this game goes on. Furia forced by, they had to, with their backs up against the wall. FaZe are winning some just redonkulous rounds. Rounds that should never be won.
Furia, though, with Deagles is somehow just as scary, sometimes if not more so than Furia with everything. You know, you think they're loose anyway, you think they're unorthodox at times, well, it gets even more wild when the Deags are out. Twists, that was something else.
He's clean, man, he's feeling it. Has been no problem today. We saw that opening CT pistol round in secret. Been no slowdown since. And FaZe from a man down to now even Stevens. But this is no daytime TV. This is post-watershed. It's about to get brutal. They're looking at the A site with lust. Brokey's coming in through the door. Furia, 3 players here, couldn't be more prepared. But look what happened. Rain on this main split. All right, Twist, don't flash him this time. Out it goes. Good check. Carrigan with the kill, and it's about to collapse.
Yeah, this should be it. They're just running in all alone. Back at the site, Keserato with the Deagle, trying his best to make the round happen. Now it's all eyes on Safe, 1 versus 3. And once again, it's in the final seconds of the round that FaZe look to win it out. Safe tees himself up for the 1v2. Running in. Knows the time isn't his friend, but Brokey up over.
No dice. No dice for Slack.
Look at Spinks on the minimap.
He's already got a kill. He's already got a kill. He's already in your spawn. You wake up in the morning, Spinks is waiting for you. Oh, but Merrick is ready for that night terror. He's not scared. Now an advantage found for Sprout. So despite that nightmarish position to deal with, they have dealt with it. Indeed, and the chase in for Hades means that he will burn. Ents maybe throwing some good money after bad here as they were trying to just get that extra pick to bring it back to even scoreline, but now they got to be wary about the mid flank. And well, Dia is going to look for it. Merrick's wrapping. Merrick's creeping. Could find the timing to catch him off guard because Dia has to watch B as well. This could be bad for Ents, and they won't get too many more opportunities if this goes against them. It's clear that Sprout are waiting for this play to come through for Merrick's. There's only so long they can wait before they will have to execute, and they've got a hail of utility as well to make that happen, and now the kill triggers in the assault. Madden's new mission, survive, live, get out of here. And he's even been spotted, so they know where he's at, so they should know they've got a site for free, and Merrick's will make sure they've got the map for free at that. A huge round to take for Sprout. This blows this whole half wide open.
Look at these flicks from Merrick's. No doubting the individual skill, and as you were mentioning, it just starting to feel a little bit scrappy for Ents, isn't it? Where potentially the individuals are feeling like, we need to get entry kills here, we need to open up rounds, or it's going to be difficult later on up against Sprout, and how the tables have turned. And now we're looking at Sprout and saying, we're on track for a very good T-side, it's going to be another eco for Ents now. Sprout, right back in this first map.
I don't think we've had a lot of players from Luxembourg, have we?
I couldn't name another.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's like a list of... Nope, I don't think there's a way to find that. Players tagged with Luxembourg. Not quickly, at least. Trying to think. Merrick's, trendsetter. Groundbreaker.
I will find out.
Now I'm going to check the total population of Luxembourg.
If you go on Liquipedia under Luxembourg, he's the only player listed.
Well, there you go. It is only a population of 630,000 people as of 2020. So, like, half the population of Cyprus, which they're comparing it to. Just a bit more than Malta. So, not exactly a huge population to draw from for CS talent. But you think we might have had one other in the lifespan of the game.
Yeah, and I guess if you think about the surrounding countries of the Netherlands, Belgium, France, and especially Germany, throw all those into the mix, and
a lot of talent.
Producing so many players. Maybe you'd expect a little bit more, but I guess framing it from a different angle for their local scene, having a player like Merrick's now in a top team, a good organization, that's going to be doing a lot for some of the younger players to actually have a player now to look up to.
Absolutely. Now, if there are any other players from Luxembourg that we've overlooked, go DM Alan Hender. Alan, what's your is it Alan _Hender?
Yes, I'm always on the lookout for new players. So
Alan _Hender, and tell him why Endpoint should pick up the Luxembourg talent.
We're actually going all Luxembourg soon.
That's the move, man. That's the move. I think that's the next wave. Untapped talent pool of the 600,000 people in Luxembourg.
We're going to have a team of only people from Luxembourg and Liechtenstein. And maybe some from San Marino.
Yo,
So
I would
all the
watch an
smallest
all
countries.
Liechtenstein roster. I was like weirdly fixated with Liechtenstein as a country when I was...
Explain.
I don't know, like 15 or something. I think I had to do a report on a country for a social studies class or something when I was like 14. And I chose Liechtenstein because I was a weird kid who wanted odd, unusual country situations. And I wrote a report about Liechtenstein, and it's kind of a cool place, you know, to the Principality of Liechtenstein. They've got a prince still, or is he a duke? I forget. They've got a castle in Vaduz, and also their entirety of their security is based on the Swiss military keeping them safe. So, but it's also one of the only doubly landlocked countries. I think it's that and
there you go.
Uganda are the only ones.
You don't get these
in
sort
the
of
world.
facts on the A stream, like straight up. You don't
This
get
is what
this
you need.
information.
He is a prince. He is a prince. For a while, you could rent the entire country of Liechtenstein
I
on
heard this
Airbnb.
as well. Yes, I heard this. You can like rent it for like a party, basically, can't you?
Yeah. I think it was like 70,000 euros a night, though.
That honestly, that sounds like a lot of money. But to rent a whole country, listen,
not that much money. And like, I don't understand how that would work. Does everyone just stay home and they're like, yeah, you can do whatever you want in the streets? Like, just go ham. If you want to have the purge, just do it. Clean up, make sure you don't have to pay the cleanup. What's the cleanup fee for a country, man, if you trash the place?
Well, they've already got,
Yine daran guru işte.
Surely they've got municipal people already doing it. So
Yeah.
you don't have to pay anyone new. You just get out the regular street cleaners.
But I assume there's like, like if you stain the sheets or something, you get
yes, of
the
course.
room
You'd have to
fee.
pay a deposit, I'm sure.
Yeah, what's your deposit on a country, on a whole country? Well, we're back into the fun. We're back into the action. We'll find out what the deposit on a whole country is in just a little bit.
Tweet
Imagine
in if
those
you know the
reviews.
answer.
Yeah, tweet us if you know the answer. Oh, something's gone a little wonky on the minimap. We've now got 2 number 8s. I assure you that Rawls is not playing twice. One of those players is, in fact... Oh, I want to say it's Stare, but I'm not actually sure. Deagle gonna get a kill with just a 5-7. Now he's got a rifle as well, and Hades strikes. We saw these Deags have big impact before. Ooh, Sprout may be getting a little nervous. Cool down off the deck pause.
Rake kapacağım şu
Teams
üstü.
off guard, and now Rawls does manage to bring back the numbers, so that's a good kill to find.
Madden with only 7 HP. Of course, thinking way back to the second round, he was the hero, wasn't he, on the Deagle? 3k for him, 4 overall. When he picks up the AK, such low HP, surely there's no opportunity.
çok
A lot of
tembel
damage.
çabuk.
Rouse looking the wrong way, but can't
Biraz
convert him.
sıçraydık.
Spinks is soon to follow. Just Dihar here remaining, picks up an AK, might even think about saving it. But actually Sprout have chosen to really put the brakes on here. Slow and composed, and I actually really like to see it.
Dia never thinks about saving. Only glory. Only victory. Only putting himself in a very compromised position, and he's dead. Maybe should have thought about saving it. But they've got plenty of money going into the next round, so it wasn't the biggest concern. Wanted to try to pull off a hero play, and it is the last round. It's the final round of the half. Sprout, what a recovery from 6-1 down. They have rallied back to this point. It is their map pick, and now we're seeing very clearly why. Right, they've managed to crack through, and really once they crack through that defensive ends have been playing catch up ever since.
Something we mentioned in the pregame, didn't we? That kind of the big bonus here for Sprout is going to have a lot more options to drop into, and their adaptations have been great. Specifically, I think mid round and late round, they look so much more composed for me than they did earlier on. Another heavy nade onto Snappy, but Madden, timing's brilliant to come through the smoke. He finds 2 for his hard work and Ents back in the man advantage, and they do need to win the half, considering how far they were up earlier on.
That nade's gonna be chunky. Oh, it does. Kobe. Dia, though, gets killed in the exact same moment, so that's fine. They dealt with Max, who has been the lurker so far. Now it's just gonna be Spitty and Slacks to try and make things happen. They'll group up. They'll play the buddy system. And there's just one player isolated on site, so if they could find this kill on Spinks, it would open things up, but that's a big ask. Now they got confirmation that there's at least one player here out towards the ramp. Reinforcements might float on through. Hearing this spam,